Should you buy a dual income property? Now this generally refers to a house with a granny flat at the back or a duplex. Now let's take a look at the pros and cons of this type of property. Now the positives for this type of property is that you generally have higher rental yields and higher cash flow compared to standalone houses. Dual income properties are also great if you're purely chasing cash flow and less focused on the capital growth. Now the negatives, sometimes it's harder to get a true valuation from the bank when you want to use equity to scale up your portfolio. This is simply because there's less comparable sales of duplexes when comparing to houses in a certain area. And the other negatives, you've just got to think about who that actually appeals to, who wants to live in the duplex and who wants to buy it off you in the long term. All right, dual income property here in Rockville in Toowoomba, 700K, 7 bed, 4 bath, 4 car spots. Now face value looks good. If we have a look at the rental yield, it's just over 6.5% with a weekly rent of approximately $880. Now before you jump into a property like this, it's important to think longer term. As you can see, 80% of people live in standalone houses. So generally there's going to be less demand for a property like this if you were to sell it in the future. However, if you're purely chasing cash flow, a dual income property can be a great investment.